Have you ever paused to truly consider the impact of your first meal of the day, especially as you gracefully navigate your golden years? We often hear that breakfast is the most vital meal. But what if the very foods we choose to kickstart our mornings are silently sabotaging our health and energy levels? We are going to reveal 5 common breakfast culprits that elderly individuals should seriously consider banishing from their plates to maintain vitality and well-being. If you're watching this video right now, take a moment and comment great below. We're excited to embark on this enlightening journey with you. It's true, the adage, breakfast is the most important meal, holds significant weight, particularly for our senior loved ones. However, the quality of that breakfast is paramount. Certain food choices, seemingly innocuous or even advertised as healthy, can actually pave the way for a day filled with lethargy, erratic blood sugar levels, and potential long-term health complications. For elderly individuals, selecting the wrong breakfast can exacerbate issues like inflammation, cardiovascular problems, and a decline in energy, making it challenging to lead an active and fulfilling life. The wonderful news is that by making a few mindful adjustments to your morning routine, you can experience remarkable improvements in your current well-being and safeguard your health for the future. In this video, we will delve into 5 specific food items that elderly individuals should ideally avoid for breakfast. These are the types of foods that might offer fleeting satisfaction, but can ultimately lead to digestive distress, blood sugar imbalances, and even contribute to chronic health conditions. Understanding what to steer clear of and what to replace these items with can empower you to sustain consistent energy levels, protect your heart health, and feel your absolute best throughout the day. Stay with us until the very end, because even subtle modifications to your morning habits can translate into substantial enhancements in your overall health and happiness. Now, let's get started with the first breakfast food to be mindful of. 1. Sugary cereals and pastries. A colorful bowl of cereal or a tempting warm pastry might appear to be a convenient and effortless way to commence the day. However, for seniors, these selections can trigger a cascade of health concerns, even before the morning hours are over. Many breakfast cereals, even those marketed as wholesome, are surprisingly packed with added sugars, artificial flavors, and synthetic preservatives. Even those options that boast whole grains often harbor more sugar than you might find in a typical candy bar, leading to rapid and dramatic spikes and subsequent crashes in blood glucose levels. The same holds true for breakfast pastries such as donuts, Danish pastries, and commercially produced muffins, foods that might tantalize the taste buds, but provide little nutritional value beyond a fleeting sugar rush quickly followed by a mid-morning slump in energy. When blood sugar levels surge rapidly, the body responds by releasing insulin to bring them back into balance. For seniors, this constant cycle of highs and lows can result in fatigue, irritability, and an elevated risk of developing insulin resistance over time. Furthermore, consistently consuming breakfast items high in sugar can contribute to unwanted weight gain, systemic inflammation, and an increased susceptibility to developing type 2 diabetes or cardiovascular disease. What might seem like a harmless breakfast choice in the short term can actually be laying the groundwork for significant health challenges down the line. Consider the experience of Jane, a vibrant 70-year-old from Boise, Idaho. For years, Jane began her day with a bowl of what she believed to be a nutritious cereal, one that advertised itself as being beneficial for heart health and brimming with whole grains. However, by mid-morning, she frequently felt utterly drained, experienced intense cravings for sugary snacks, and struggled with mental clarity. When her physician suggested reducing her intake of added sugars, Jane transitioned to a breakfast rich in protein and fiber-packed foods. Within a matter of weeks, she noticed a remarkable improvement in her energy levels and no longer relied on an extra cup of coffee just to make it through the morning. Breakfast pastries present an even greater concern. Items like cinnamon rolls, pre-packaged toaster pastries, and store-bought muffins often contain unhealthy trans fats, refined white flour, and excessive amounts of sugar, a trifecta that contributes to inflammation and sluggish digestion. While these treats might offer a momentary sense of comfort, they do very little to support optimal brain function, cardiovascular health, or sustained energy. A healthier approach is to select a breakfast that strikes a balance between lean protein, beneficial fats, and dietary fiber. Instead of sugary cereals, consider opting for plain, unsweetened oatmeal topped with a sprinkle of nuts and fresh berries, or a serving of plain Greek yogurt with a scattering of seeds. If you enjoy baked goods, try making homemade whole grain muffins using natural sweeteners like mashed ripe bananas or unsweetened applesauce. The objective isn't to completely eliminate enjoyable foods, but rather to make conscious choices that nourish your body in a way that promotes long-term health. Many seniors are unaware of just how much hidden sugar lurks in their typical morning routine. The habit of quickly grabbing a bowl of processed cereal or a sugary pastry with a cup of coffee might seem innocuous. But over time, it can significantly impact metabolism, energy levels, and overall well-being. By starting your day with more balanced and nutritious options, you can effectively sidestep the sugar roller coaster and set yourself on a path toward better health throughout the day. If this information about sugary cereals and pastries has been insightful, please comment "Sweet Swap" below. 2. Processed meats. For many, a traditional breakfast simply doesn't feel complete without the savory allure of bacon, sausage, or a slice of ham. These foods are undeniably flavorful, often quite satisfying, and have been a long-standing staple on the American breakfast table for generations. However, while they might be palatable, they come with considerable health risks, particularly for elderly individuals. Processed meats are typically high in sodium, saturated fats, and various preservatives, all of which can contribute to elevated blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, and even an increased risk of certain types of cancer. One of the primary concerns associated with processed meats is their elevated sodium content. A single serving of bacon or sausage can easily contain more than half of the daily recommended sodium intake for seniors. Excessive sodium can lead to fluid retention, increased blood pressure, and added strain on the heart. Over time, this can significantly elevate the risk of strokes, heart attacks, and other serious cardiovascular events. Even if you've consumed these foods for the majority of your life without apparent issues, the detrimental effects of high sodium intake tend to become more pronounced as the body ages. Furthermore, processed meats often contain nitrates and nitrites, chemical preservatives that have been linked to inflammation and a higher risk of cancer. When these compounds are cooked at high temperatures, they can form harmful substances that can damage cells and contribute to the development of chronic illnesses. Numerous studies have indicated that individuals who regularly consume large quantities of processed meats have a significantly higher risk of developing colorectal cancer. For seniors, who may already be managing multiple health conditions, minimizing exposure to these potentially harmful compounds is particularly important. Consider the case of Mark, a 75-year-old retiree from Tampa, Florida. Mark had always started his mornings with a couple of strips of crispy bacon and scrambled eggs, believing it to be a protein-packed and energizing breakfast. However, over the years, he struggled with persistently high blood pressure and frequent bouts of bloating, never connecting these issues to his daily breakfast ritual. When his doctor recommended reducing his consumption of processed meats and replacing them with healthier protein sources, Mark was initially hesitant. However, after switching to leaner options like eggs with sliced avocado or smoked salmon on whole grain toast, he experienced a noticeable difference. Less bloating, increased energy levels, and improved blood pressure readings. Some might argue that they only consume bacon or sausage in moderation. However, the issue often lies in the fact that these foods are frequently combined with other high-sodium, high-fat ingredients. A plate consisting of bacon, eggs, and buttered white toast might seem like a balanced breakfast. But when you factor in the high salt content of the meat, the cholesterol from the eggs, and the refined carbohydrates from the bread, it transforms into a meal that places a significant burden on the heart rather than supporting its health. So, what constitutes a better alternative? If you enjoy savory breakfast, opt for healthier protein choices such as eggs prepared with a variety of colorful vegetables, plain Greek yogurt topped with a sprinkle of nuts, or even a plant-based protein option like a flavorful tofu scramble. If you still crave the taste of bacon or sausage, consider leaner, nitrate-free options made from turkey or plant-based alternatives that utilize natural seasonings instead of chemical preservatives. Breakfast should be a meal that nourishes your body and provides sustained energy, not one that elevates your risk of cardiovascular disease and other health problems. By making a simple swap, reducing or eliminating processed meats and replacing them with heart-healthy protein options, you can significantly protect your long-term well-being and feel more vibrant throughout the day. If you're still with us and finding these insights valuable, please comment Lean Start below to let us know you're engaged. I believe you're enjoying this video and gaining valuable insights into making healthier breakfast choices. Before we continue with the next food item to avoid, make sure you take a moment to subscribe to our channel, give this video a thumbs up if you're finding it helpful, and share it with your friends and family who might also benefit from this information. Your support helps us continue creating informative content to empower you on your journey to better health. Comment "wonderful" below if you're enjoying this video so far. Now, let's move on to the third breakfast food that seniors should be cautious of. 3. Flavored yogurts and fruit juices. Many individuals instinctively reach for a cup of flavored yogurt or a refreshing glass of fruit juice in the morning, believing they are making a healthy and nutritious choice. After all, yogurt is often touted for its beneficial probiotics, and fruit juice is perceived as coming from natural sources. So, what could possibly be wrong with these options? The reality is that most commercially produced flavored yogurts and fruit juices are surprisingly loaded with added sugars, artificial flavorings, and synthetic preservatives, making them some of the least ideal breakfast choices for seniors. Instead of providing your body with the essential nutrients it needs to kickstart the day, these foods can lead to rapid blood sugar spikes, digestive discomfort, and increased inflammation over time. Flavored yogurts are often cleverly marketed as a nutritious option, but many of them contain more sugar than you would find in a typical dessert. A single serving of fruit-flavored yogurt can have as much sugar as a can of soda, with some popular brands packing in a staggering 20 to 30 grams of sugar per serving. The problem with this high sugar content is that it is rapidly absorbed into the bloodstream, causing a significant spike in insulin levels. For seniors, whose metabolism has naturally slowed down with age, these sudden sugar surges can lead to energy crashes, unwanted weight gain, and even an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Then there's the issue of fruit juice. While it is derived from fruit, most store-bought fruit juices are stripped of their valuable fiber content and often contain added sugars. Even 100% fruit juice, without any added sweeteners, can pose problems because it contains concentrated amounts of natural sugars without the buffering effect of fiber to slow down its absorption. This leads to rapid fluctuations in blood sugar levels, increasing the risk of insulin resistance over time. Studies have consistently shown that regular consumption of fruit juice can elevate the risk of obesity, diabetes, and even non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, particularly in older adults. Consider the experience of Deborah, a lively 78-year-old from Scottsdale, Arizona. Every morning, Deborah diligently drank a glass of orange juice with her breakfast, firmly believing it was a good source of essential vitamin C. However, over time, she noticed a pattern of feeling sluggish by mid-morning, often experiencing intense cravings for more sugar and needing snacks just to maintain her energy levels. Her doctor gently pointed out that her daily juice habit was likely contributing to unstable blood sugar levels. When Deborah made the switch to eating a whole orange instead of drinking juice, she felt a dramatic improvement in her overall well-being. More sustained energy, better digestion, and fewer sugar cravings throughout the day. Yogurt and fruit can certainly be part of a healthy breakfast for seniors, but the key lies in choosing the right kinds. Instead of flavored yogurts brimming with artificial sweeteners and added sugars, opt for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt and add your own fresh fruit or a drizzle of natural honey for a touch of sweetness. Not only does plain Greek yogurt have significantly less sugar, but it also boasts a higher protein content, which helps to keep you feeling full and satisfied for longer and supports muscle health. As for juice, the best alternative is to prioritize eating whole fruits instead. Whole fruits like berries, apples, and oranges provide a wealth of dietary fiber, essential vitamins, and beneficial antioxidants without the rapid blood sugar spike that accompanies drinking juice. If you prefer something to drink in the morning, try infused water with slices of lemon or cucumber, a soothing herbal tea, or a small smoothie made with real, whole fruit, leafy green vegetables, and a source of protein like nuts or seeds. What you consume in the morning sets the stage for your entire day. Choosing low-sugar, high-fiber options can help to keep your energy levels stable, improve your digestive health, and significantly reduce your risk of developing long-term health problems. Making this simple switch, replacing flavored yogurts with plain options and swapping fruit juice for whole fruit, can make a profound difference in your overall well-being, helping you feel more energized, focused, and healthy as the years go by. If you found this information about flavored yogurts and fruit juices eye-opening, please comment Smart Sip below. 4. White bread and highly refined carbohydrates. For many individuals, breakfast simply doesn't feel complete without a slice of toast, a bagel, or a comforting biscuit. These foods are readily available, familiar, and often quite satisfying, making them a common staple in many morning routines. However, here's the crucial point to understand. White bread and other highly refined carbohydrates are among the least beneficial choices for seniors, often leading to significant blood sugar spikes, increased inflammation throughout the body, and rapid energy crashes. While they might seem like harmless options, they offer very little in terms of essential nutritional value and can contribute to serious health issues over time. Refined carbohydrates, such as those found in white bread, bagels, and pancakes made with white flour, lack the vital fiber, protein, and essential nutrients that our bodies need. Unlike whole grains, which are digested more slowly and provide a sustained release of energy, refined carbohydrates are quickly broken down into sugar in the body, causing insulin levels to surge rapidly. Over time, this repeated cycle of blood sugar spikes and crashes can significantly increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and even cognitive decline. Many seniors may not realize that consuming white bread for breakfast can leave them feeling tired and hungry again just a couple of hours later, often leading to unhealthy snacking habits and unwanted weight gain. Consider the experience of Charles, a spry 72-year-old from Denver, Colorado. Every morning, Charles started his day with 2 slices of white toast slathered with butter and his favorite strawberry jam. While this had been a habit he had followed for decades, he frequently found himself feeling sluggish by mid-morning, often reaching for another cup of coffee just to stay alert. When his doctor recommended switching to whole grain bread and incorporating a source of protein into his breakfast, Charles was initially skeptical. However, after a few weeks of eating whole grain toast with scrambled eggs or a smear of natural nut butter, he noticed a significant improvement in his energy levels, better digestion, and enhanced mental focus throughout the day. One of the most significant concerns associated with white bread and refined carbohydrates is their impact on both blood sugar regulation and inflammation. Diets that are high in refined carbohydrates have been consistently linked to increased levels of inflammation in the body, which is a major contributing factor to a wide range of chronic conditions, including arthritis, heart disease, and even Alzheimer's disease. For seniors who are actively looking to maintain good health and vitality, it is essential to limit their intake of refined grains and replace them with more nutrient-dense, fiber-rich alternatives. So, what constitutes a better choice? Instead of white bread, bagels made with refined flour, or sugary breakfast pastries, opt for whole grain options such as sprouted grain bread, unsweetened oatmeal, or whole wheat toast. These choices are significantly higher in dietary fiber and protein, which helps to keep blood sugar levels stable and provides a more sustained release of energy. Adding a source of healthy fat, such as a slice of avocado or a tablespoon of almond butter, can further support optimal brain function and cardiovascular health. Many people don't fully realize the extent to which refined carbohydrates affect their body until they begin to make positive changes to their diet. By replacing white bread and highly processed breakfast foods with nutrient-dense alternatives, seniors can experience improved digestion, maintain more consistent energy levels throughout the day, and significantly reduce their risk of developing chronic diseases. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment whole grain goodness below to let us know you're still learning with us. 5. Sugary drinks, soda, sweetened coffee, tea. While not always considered a food, sugary drinks often accompany or even constitute breakfast for many individuals, including seniors. These beverages, such as sodas, sweetened coffee drinks, and sugary teas, can pose significant health risks, especially when consumed regularly as part of the morning routine. They are typically loaded with added sugars, often in the form of high fructose corn syrup, and offer virtually no nutritional value. Starting the day with a sugary drink can lead to a rapid spike in blood sugar levels, similar to consuming sugary cereals or pastries. This surge is quickly followed by an energy crash, leaving seniors feeling fatigued and craving more sugar throughout the morning. This cycle can contribute to weight gain, insulin resistance, and an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes over time. Furthermore, the empty calories in sugary drinks can displace the intake of more nutrient-dense foods that provide essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Regular consumption of these beverages has also been linked to an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, inflammation, and even dental problems. Consider the case of Grace, an 80-year-old from Austin, Texas. Grace enjoyed starting her day with a large, sweetened iced tea, believing it helped her feel refreshed. However, she often experienced mid-morning jitters followed by a significant energy slump. When she consulted her doctor about her fatigue, he suggested looking at her beverage choices. Grace was surprised to learn that her daily sweetened tea was contributing to her unstable blood sugar levels and lack of sustained energy. When she switched to unsweetened herbal tea and focused on drinking more water, she noticed a significant improvement in her energy levels and overall well-being. Instead of reaching for a sugary drink in the morning, opt for healthier alternatives like plain water infused with fruits or vegetables, unsweetened herbal tea, hot or iced, black coffee in moderation, or even a small smoothie made with unsweetened almond milk, fruits, vegetables, and a source of protein like chia seeds or nuts. These options will hydrate your body without the detrimental effects of added sugars and empty calories. Making the conscious choice to avoid sugary drinks at breakfast is a simple yet powerful step towards improving your energy levels, managing your blood sugar, and protecting your long-term health as a senior. If you found this information about sugary drinks important, please comment sugar-free start below. Your breakfast is far more than just the first meal you consume each day. It serves as the foundational fuel that dictates how you feel, how your body functions, and how it processes food throughout the entire day. Making less than ideal choices in the morning can unfortunately lead to unwelcome blood sugar crashes, persistent sluggishness, and potential long-term health concerns. However, By consciously avoiding sugary cereals and pastries, processed meats, flavored yogurts and fruit juices, white bread and other refined carbohydrates, and sugary drinks, you can take a significant stride towards safeguarding your energy levels, promoting robust heart health, and enhancing your overall well-being. The encouraging news is that even small, incremental changes can yield substantial positive results. Simply swapping out unhealthy breakfast foods for nutrient-dense options, such as whole grains, lean proteins, and fiber-rich fruits can help you feel fuller for longer, sustain steady energy levels, and significantly reduce your risk of developing chronic diseases. If you've been accustomed to eating some of these less than ideal breakfast foods for many years, please don't feel discouraged. Positive change is always within reach, and your body will undoubtedly thank you for it. What resonated with you the most from today's discussion? Which of these insights do you feel is the most pertinent to your own health journey? We would genuinely love to hear from you. So please take a moment to leave a comment below and share one key takeaway you learned today and how you plan to incorporate it into your daily life. Your thoughts and experiences are incredibly valuable to us, so please don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments provides us with great motivation and encouragement to continue creating helpful content for you. If you thoroughly enjoyed this video and found the information beneficial, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and share it with anyone you think might find it useful. Your support plays a vital role in helping us continue creating high-quality content to inform and inspire you on your path to a healthier and happier life. Thank you so much for watching, and we eagerly look forward to seeing you in our next video. Remember to subscribe, and share this video with your loved ones who might benefit from this information. Before you go, don't forget to check out our other interesting videos on the channel for more valuable tips and insights on healthy living and well-being. We have a wealth of content designed to empower you on your journey to optimal health.